Penultimate
Yeah.
set of 2025. 'Tis nearly the season to be merry. So for everyone at RealBridge, I say a hearty ho 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 to all of our regular readers and to members of the panel. Thanks for your support. After 10 months, just 5 points separate the top 7 contenders in the closest annual competitions we've had. Good luck to
Yeah.
all of
In
them.
fact, after this difficult set, there's still 5 points separating the top seven, although they've changed around a bit.
Wow, wow, super
The
cool.
leader, I think, the Australian guy who's leading, who won 2 years ago, he's 2 points ahead, and then there's a four-way tie for second. So
Yeah,
I think over the course of their nine best scores, I think there's over 35 players who are averaging 70 or more, which is pretty good bidding.
yeah, that's really nice.
Mm.
For sure. I mean, definitely, it's hard to get 70, even for panel members in some of
Yeah,
these.
yeah. So to sort of score 70 consistently every month, an average best more than 70 is pretty good. Sorry, I interrupted.
No, no worries. Yeah. Hello, Snoo. Hello, Babs.
Hi,
Greetings.
Babs.
Number of panel members were in action in the European Champions Cup, which was held in Latvia this month, though I did hear about this tournament. In the women's competition, Sally Brock was a member of the English team that was returning as 2024 champions to defend their title. This time around, they made it to the final, but were defeated by the Polish team. In the Open Series, Michal Klukowski was a member of the Swiss team, which lost in the final to the Dutch by just 3 imps. Lorenzini was a member of the French team that reached the semifinal stage. As we go to press, the U.S. Fall Nationals have just begun in San Francisco. I hope to report on numerous successes by panel members next month, and you'll be able to do so already.
Absolutely. Yeah.
This month's guest panelists are co-winners of the September competition. Frenchman Olivier Metzdorf started playing in a Paris Bridge Club at the age of 21 and competitively a year later. He says, "My job as a computer scientist didn't leave me enough time to play like a professional, but I have been lucky enough to play often against the best players and beat them some of the time." Artemis Christaki is a freelance conference interpreter based in Athens, Greece, mainly working for the European Commission, Parliament, and Court of Justice. She's married with a 16-year-old son. She says, "I've been playing this wonderful game since 2018. Okay, pretty recent. My
Mhm.
favorite tournaments are the French Summer Festivals and the one-day marathon tournament hosted by my club in Athens between Christmas and New Year. I'm always looking for motivated partners with whom I can work." Regular competition entrant Graham Hazel from England submitted hand 8 this month. Thanks to him. If you have a hand, always send it to Mark. Let him know. The panel produced a clear majority vote on only 3 of the hands in this set and are split on the rest. How split? On both hand 5 and 6, the panel offered support for 8 alternatives. I'd say that was widely split. That means you're doing your job, Mark. You're getting all of the difficult problems in
I
here.
guess.
With more than one chance of a decent score on a number of boards, will this month be higher scoring than October's very difficult set? The most popular action chosen by competition entrants scores 10 on 4 hands, and voting with the largest group of competitors scores 63 out of 80. The average score this month is 51.5, up from 46.5 on the October set. Let's see what the panel have to say about this month's hands. So, very first board, we have this kind of gross 10 count, but we're a passed hand. Partner makes a takeout double over the spade opening in third seat. And we had these 2 choices, 2 spades and 3 hearts. It looks like 3 clubs, kind of a distant second or a distant third. But there were votes for 2 hearts and 2 clubs. I'm not sure I really understand those
Well,
bids.
two hearts has the benefit that if it goes two spades past, you can bid 3 clubs and show this straight.
Sure. Yes.
Two clubs, I suppose you may be able to get double back in to show hearts. I mean,
Yeah, it's
I'm not mad keen. I mean, all bids are flawed.
yes. Which tends to be the case with a lot of these problems, and
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that
yeah.
makes for an interesting discussion. So I went with 2 spades. I mean, I vaguely remember my discussion with Aaron on this.
Yeah.
And so we score 8 for this problem, but let's take a look at what the panel has to say because, I mean, obviously a lot of the competitors just jumped to 3 hearts, which I'm a little surprised by. I actually would have expected most of the competitors to be in the 2 heart bidders here, but that's well done. Maybe they're learning from all of this discussion that we've been having that we need to bid more with good hands. We have a majority vote from the panel with strong support for one alternative. Third of competitors pick up maximum marks, but the rest are fairly widely divided. Let's start with the minority choices. 2 clubs downgrading the spade honors. Normally prefer to show the 4-card major before the 5-card minor, but here partner has an easy conversion to diamonds, and I can show the hearts
People who
later.
show equal level conversion, which I have to say I hate.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I'm not sure that we're playing that.
No, well, I tell my students not to play it. Some of them insist on doing so.
Yeah, and if North competes, I would prefer a club lead to a heart. This at least is true. 3 clubs by Nilsland, difficult hand, but I don't like 3 hearts. I totally understand. Zia says, great problem. I think I just made the greatest underbid of my life. I've seen Zia in some of the previous panels. He's made some hefty underbids before. I go low with the spade bidder sitting over my king jack. Readers should note that if the auction continues 2 spades pass, you can now bid 3 clubs. Yeah, this would be a good point for the 2 heart bidders to make, so thanks for putting that in, which would show the shape. As with 5 hearts, you would not bother to show clubs, but would simply bid 3 hearts if taking a second bid. At the opposite end of the scale, a sizable group of panelists chose to start with a Q bid. Mari, game 4 saying accept if followed by 3 hearts. Yep. Following up with 3 hearts. Having passed initially, so this was, I think, kind of my point, was that we don't need such a strong hand to bid 2 spades. Like, we're already limited based on the fact that we're a passed hand. A couple pairs say passed hand. Jill Myers is passed hand. Majority of the panel simply bid their major and show values with a jump. 3 hearts, about right. Straightforward for Bergen. So what the hand is worth in terms of strength, even though I'd prefer the suit to be better. Could be wrong, but I want the lead coming up to my hand. This is a good point, that we do want to protect the king of spades.
Yeah.
Pairs bidding clubs would be my last choice. Giving up on clubs for the moment because I want to show my hearts and some strength. 3 hearts from Joey Silver. I have to grab the contract in order to protect my spades. So it looks like a lot of them actually want to protect the king of spades, which is a reasonable thought.
Yeah.
Thus, the cubit is out. So it's between my mangy hearts and robust clubs, and the hearts went out for obvious reasons. Form scoring, of course. 3 hearts, this will be okay when partner holds 4. When he doesn't, we might survive a continuation of 3 spades, 3 no. I mean, I'm not convinced that partner bids again if he has 3 hearts. I think partner just passes most of the time.
Well, if he has extra values, I mean, he might have extra values.
If partner has extras.
I mean,
We should have a 5th heart.
He could have a 1, 3, 5, 4,
Right.
16 or something.
Right, yeah. Those hand types with extras would bid again, but a lot of the, like, 2, 3, 4, 4, if he makes a takeout double, would just pass. Or so we should have a 5th heart, but we want to play from our hand and not miss the likely heart fit. So I think this is probably the big point that the panel has settled on for the 3 heart bid, is that they want to declare, which maybe I overlooked how important that was. In their methods, they could bid 2 no with this hand. Interesting. Larry says North could be very light. They were in 3rd seat. Makes sense. And I have too much to go low. If partner has a spade honor, my hand is worth full value. I think this is probably a point that might be overlooked as well, that they don't always have both the ace and queen of spades on your left. While 2 spades, not too much and been overbid by a passed hand, is more accurate. If partner has no spade honor, I don't want to wrong side this. Yeah, so I think that is the panel's choice, and a significant number of the panel did decide on right-siding the contract.
Yeah.
Robson, value bid, keen to declare to protect the spades. Yep, we see a lot of this. I guess the East who held this hand at the table will not be invited to play with Andrew again. And I have to say that I agree, as he had a rather motley queen and one, king third, queen jack third, ace queen fifth. No doubt he would say it's match points. It may not matter much what you do, as the opponents will often bid and make three spades. However, West players who jumped to three clubs were mostly allowed to buy it there, down one undoubled for an excellent result. A jump to three hearts, though, puts you in serious jeopardy if the opponents choose to defend, as even undoubled, that may be down two. So I guess the two spade bidders may get out in three clubs. It depends what our plan
part of
is.
the bid three, Jill Myers did say part of the bid three clubs, I guess I'll pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I
But I
mean,
suspect that if it goes if you bid two spades, it goes double, and then whatever happens, righty bids three spades.
right. I think a lot of it does just depend on whether or not you think this is a takeout double. If it is, then it's like clearly way off, a little bit off shape, and maybe not justified.
Robson says partner will not double one spade without four hearts unless he has extras. So I guess for him, it's not a takeout double.
Yeah, I mean, match points is a tricky game because,
Sure.
you got to compete for basically every hand, but sometimes you overcompete, and you don't really want partner to favor the majors with a hand like this, because you only have king third and you have queen doubleton of spades, which isn't great. So maybe this is better to pass as a passed hand, but anyway.
Opposite of past hand, I must admit.
Yeah, interesting first problem. On to the second board. This one, not particularly close between the panel, but there were a couple of dissenters, which I absolutely do understand.
Yeah.
We do pick up 10 on my bid, though, for five diamonds.
I mean, the panel was definitely a pretty big majority. So
yeah, and so this is kind of the thing that I like to talk about, that the competition entrants very frequently just bid the cheapest level at the suit that they hold, and I think you need to work a little bit on hand evaluation.
Yeah, we've talked about that in response to takeout doubles before.
Yeah.
They just find the cheapest bid in a long suit.
Yeah, Eric says doesn't understand pass. I think we talked about pass when I was discussing this hand with Aaron, and I think the conclusion was that if you're getting 500, you're probably also making six diamonds. And so, or if you're getting 800, you're probably making six diamonds. And so if you're going to gamble on an action like passing four clubs doubled, then you may as well gamble on taking the bigger plus score, which is just bidding six diamonds. So I think I would have scored six diamonds better than pass, but it's close. Five diamonds does seem to stand out, though. First of two hands on which the panel produce a huge majority vote, and almost half of competitors agree with that choice. However, over a quarter of competition entrants chose an underbid that gets no support from the panel. But you caught me in a generous mood, giving four diamonds 2 more points than it deserves. Start with the choice of both West players at the table that you watched. Interesting. So both West chose to pass. Partners double is primarily looking for majors. Let's hope I can get some heart roughs. Seems the most likely route to a plus score, although it might be quite small. I mean, I think five diamonds is the simplest route to a plus score, but yes, four clubs doubled is also going to go plus. Schenken summarizes the problem succinctly. Pass could be right, but that seems too risky, as there's a reasonable chance that partner may be able to raise five diamonds to slam. There's some chance. I think my conclusion on that was that partner can raise to slam if they have a club void.
Yes, I agree.
And if partner doesn't have a club void, because we're sitting on both aces, partner's going to have a really hard time raising
Yeah,
us to slam.
yeah.
But
If he's got no clubs, he may raise.
yeah, yeah. In which case, like, this is one of the reasons why I also like five diamonds is that
Yeah.
we'll get to
A
six.
number of panelists did make that point, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
bidding five diamonds, you might still get to slam.
Right. Robson says, my best guess is to bid five diamonds. Sometimes we pass and lead heart. Um, Five diamonds could be right to pass, but opposite a club void, even a grand could be cold. Of course, as I've long maintained, when pulling a double of four clubs, a bid of four diamonds should be forcing, which could be a very useful agreement to have on this hand. I'm not sure if that's popular.
No, well, it isn't. I mean, it's just that's Marty Ball.
That's just Marty.
Yeah,
Um, Five diamonds. The opponents are likely to have secondary fit in hearts, so pass here is not attractive. I think partner could be 4-5-3-1. I mean,
yeah,
it's very possible.
yes, definitely.
Some will feel like they have too much for five diamonds, but we like to take a conservative approach after the opponents have preempted. I've brought this up a number of times that this seems to
Yeah,
be the way that like most experts handle preemptive auctions.
yeah, I agree.
You want to make sure that you go plus first.
Yeah,
Suits can break
you aim.
badly.
I teach my students you aim for the best result possible rather than the best possible result. So
Yes. Yeah,
you make sure you're
that's
getting a plus score without trying to land on a pinhead.
yeah, that's an excellent way of phrasing it. Best result possible rather than best possible result.
Yes.
So five diamonds, it could be better in 5-3 spade fit, but I'm not able to get there. Nils Lynn looks like partner has both majors, but there's no safety in bidding four spades. That's an interesting thought. Maybe at match
Well,
points, you would try that.
yeah.
Mold, I don't see what else I can bid. Where will five clubs get me? Six diamonds over five hearts, I would have thought. Four no. Six diamonds over five hearts. Where will four diamonds get me? Four diamonds.
Yeah, I mean,
Hans, our recent winner in the Solway knockout, partner can have a major heavy off-shape hand, so bidding slam and diamonds is out. Four diamonds is too conservative, so bidding game seems like a middle-of-the-road choice. And I even gave a hand construction where we aren't making 12
yeah,
tricks,
yeah.
even when partner has
Yeah.
everything.
Yes, you probably need the space 3-3.
Right, yeah. Like, you would need 3-3 spades, which is pretty unlikely given the preemption.
Yeah,
So,
well, I mean, partner had close to that hand, except he had the jack of spades.
okay,
But he
okay.
had the jack of diamonds instead of the queen. So
Got it, got it. Okay, so it's actually not good to get to six. Five is
yeah,
about the best.
you have to pick the trumps up.
So, straightforward expression of my value, says Larry. More worried about missing six than I am about catching only a doubleton diamond. Some still have hopes of getting to slam. Five diamonds, great hand. Hope he raises. And yeah, Villas Boas says, with avoidant clubs, partner can raise. Exactly my point. There is a game bonus, Jill says. Partner should play me for long diamonds and enough to bid game if they have extras. Then Jill, still playing with her in the women's pairs for this
Yeah, she's
one.
playing McCary. Yeah, she's playing McCary probably.
Jumping into 5 level shows values. Hoping partner gets to go to slam with avoidant clubs. Marston says, could be a slam, but can't involve partner, so just bid the game.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the view of the panel is that five diamonds is the right bid because partner might raise, and if he doesn't, you know,
Yeah,
you'll make
David
one.
Bird, don't like flying straight to 6. Partner might raise. Exactly. So a few were prepared to guess high. Hanoi says 2 aces, a singleton, 6-card suit. What else? Olivier says, with a little room to explore, I take a shot at what looks likely to be our best contract. And Joey Silver also having a deck with only 30 points. I'll live it up and bid what I hope is not a Canadian slam, which he goes on to define. And it sounds like Canadians do not bid great slams. So on this deal from the Summers Bermuda Bowl round robin, I did not remember this. Partner held King, Queen, Jack 4th, Ace, Jack 9 5th, King, Jack 3rd, and Singleton. So 6 diamonds relied on picking up the trumps. With North holding Queen Doubleton, it was an easy make. So you don't want to be in the slam.
No, you don't.
okay
Yeah,
getting there, but you would probably,
yeah. You're often ace and queen to four trumps. You don't want
yeah.
to be the same.
At both tables in the match I watched, West passed the double and led the heart 10. With two heart ruffs available, that is potentially 800, but East at both tables let the 10 of hearts run when the king fourth appeared in dummy. So Declare got out for 3 down and only 500, but that was still okay, with game being plus 420. At the same start in the Venice Cup, West bid 4 diamonds and then passed when East advanced with 4 hearts. Wow. Well deserved minus 50.
Yes, not the best way to bid that hand, I don't think.
No.
They're two bad bids.
No, no. Um, okay, hand number 3. I remember that Aaron had very strong opinions about this one. So we
Yes.
get 8 points for 2 diamonds. Panel was split a little bit on this one.
Yeah.
Double being the most popular. I hate double.
Really,
Let's see what people
I
say.
don't, I doubled at the table, so I can't say I do.
Okay. Well, let's take a look. I mean, a lot of the competition entrants actually bid 2 now.
Yeah, that's
Many
clearly
of
too
them
much
bid
at
1
match points.
now. I
Too
think
much
this is
from,
just counting high card points, probably.
yeah,
They
that's
have
too,
11.
at match points, that's way too much.
Yeah. Um, but let's take a look. Panel are fairly well split 3 ways. However, the most popular choice of competitors, with more than a third choosing 2 no, attracts little support from the panel. Let's start with those for whom the primary question is how many no trumps to bid. Schenken says 1 no, going low at match points. Han says 2 no feels too aggressive with such weak hearts. At imps, I could understand bidding 2 hearts, intending to raise partners 2 no rebid to 3. Such a strategy, not attractive at match points. Agree with him there.
Yeah.
Silver says outside maybe wrong siding the heart suit. 1 no has the advantage of describing my hand in 1 bid, therefore simplifying the auction. Showing flat shape and my point count if partner advances, I'll be happy to show some encouragement. Our French mixed champions are not the only ones to point out the advantage of the alternative way to play negative doubles in this auction. 1 no. Answering this question makes you understand why a large number of high-level pairs now play that double shows 4 or more spades. You can then bid 1 spade, which denies on hands like this when you don't want to play 1 no from your side. This is very true. Not in our system, unfortunately.
No.
I do think that the panel is more directed at non-expert readers in a sense because you're trying to like teach
Yeah.
how the
Yeah.
experts think about bids, and so
Yeah.
most of the
Yeah.
non-expert readers are not going to be playing this. So I
No.
do absolutely agree that this is probably the right way to go about playing bridge nowadays,
Yeah.
if you're a high-level partnership. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, I have one partner who I play it one way with and one who I play it the other. So I prefer to play it as uh, double shows 4 or more spades and a spade to dice 4, or actually a spade shows 4 or more spades and double to dice 4 spades. But you
okay,
can do it. You
yeah,
can do it either way round.
yeah, fair enough. Yeah, and you point that out here.
Yeah.
1 no, I'd like to be able to bid 1 spade as a transfer to no trump, then I would have no problem. Now I have to wrong side it. My bid here would also depend on what types of hands partner opens a club with. If 10 to 11 counts are possible, I'm downgrading to 1 no. Otherwise, I might consider 2 no.
Well, it depends. Yeah, it depends
Interesting.
how aggressive partner opens. So that's fair
Yeah.
enough. You know, if partner always has a 12 count, you might stretch to 2 no trump.
Yeah, Jill is the only panel member stretching, and she has misgivings. I acknowledge that 1 no may be the limit. I mean, yes. The main issue for many panelists is how to play no trumps from the right side. Lots of 2 diamond bidders here. Bergen says it seems obvious. Zia, too tough to tell which wrong bid will work best. I think that's the general consensus on these hands.
Yeah.
Want partner to declare no trumps to protect the hearts. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I remember making the comment in my write-up that that I do not like making a negative double with 3 spades.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's see. I said it's not often that lying about our diamond length causes problems because partner will still angle for game and no trumps rather than the minor. This is a point I stand by. The same can't be said for making a negative double with only 3 spades,
Now,
but
to
the
me, I
largest
find that
faction.
strange because to me, two diamonds only shows four. So
Yeah, I mean that would be great, but
yeah,
but I mean even if it shows 5, partner's not
yeah,
like
yeah,
jumping to
yeah.
5 diamonds next. They're going to
No, no,
bid
no, I
2
agree.
hearts, and then we bid back and forth, and I bid 3 no, and then partner passes, and we get to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
same
yeah,
spot.
yeah.
So double, I don't like bidding no trump with ace third in their suit. Seems fair. This seems best even if it should show 4 spades. So what is the plan when your partner bids spades in this sequence?
It depends how many bids.
I play double as denying 4 spades. If you play it as showing, you have ugly problems with this. Okay, so Alan was hoping that double was just denying 4 spades.
Yeah, since double scored 10, I left him with 10. Since he got 52 last month, I felt sorry.
That's fair. He needs some
Although
help.
he did actually email me. He said he was very disappointed because as he went through the hands, he had 100% after 6 hands, and then he dropped a couple of marks on the last 2, so he only managed to go from last to second.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, there's always next month. There is a good argument for playing transfer responses. So double shows 4 spades, 1 spade shows less. Yeah, Christian Mari brings that up, that a lot of the French pairs play this.
Yeah,
Playing traditional methods, I would choose double as the best of a number of poor options. Larry, all of my writing and teaching says this promises 4 spades. Note the quotations. So Villas-Boas says, if my partner bids spades, I can bid no trump. But the thing is, so for me, because double shows 4 spades, opener is always pulling no trump back to spades. So I don't think you ever get to have the best of both worlds here. You can't just
probably
double
not.
and then bid no trump next.
Well, it depends. If he bids 1 spade, it shows 3, and if he bids 2 spades, it shows 4. And
Yes,
then
yes, but I mean, like when partner bids 2 spades, now we bid 2 no, and this is just a game try. So
yeah, it's natural.
partner's either bidding 3 spades or 4 spades over that. At least in
Maybe,
my book.
maybe. Yeah.
David says, with these extras, I'm happy to double without 4 spades. If partner bids spades now, I may be able to retreat to no trumps. Least bad, if partner shows spades, I can convert to no trump and hope she understands. Paul was flying solo with a cubid, which may get you to no trump played from the right side, but also seems to run the risk of landing in a 4-4, 3-3 club fit. 2 hearts, raising 2 no to 3, and bid 3 clubs over a suit, which is non-forcing.
It is not forcing, it's true, but that
Yeah,
doesn't probably mean the partner will have 4 of them or 5 of them.
right. When I held this at the table, I doubled, and over partner's 1 spade, I continued with no trump. Perfect. He had this. 1 no was an excellent match point spot, losing 4 hearts and the diamond king for 120, with most of the field either making 110 and 3 diamonds or going down in 3 no.
But if you bid 2 no trump, partner raises you.
Yeah, with a
He's
maximum
got, he's
non 1
got,
no opener, he'll
he's got a
raise 2.
14 count, yeah.
Yep. Perhaps he'll settle for a non-forcing 3 diamonds over 2 diamonds, but I suspect he's more likely to advance with 2 hearts and raise 2 no to game. A win for those who doubled or bid a no trump. Very true. Partner's hand just doesn't really fit very well with ours.
No, it doesn't. Well, diamond, there's 3 no trumps on the diamond listen to the bidder.
Yeah. Hand number 4. Let's see. I doubled on this one, which again was a pretty
this was
clear.
the other big majority,
Yeah, another big majority for the panel.
but
Picking
not a
up
big
another
majority.
10.
Not a big majority for the competitors.
Yeah, so 2 spades, 2 no, 3 spades. There were some 3 no bids. I actually really liked this bid. I don't remember if I wrote about it in my
I think it's the problem with
comment.
3 no's. I mean, I'd rather bid 6 diamonds than 3 no.
Yeah, that seems okay. We could bid 6 diamonds.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look at what everyone says. This is the second hand that the panel considered a breather, with a huge majority vote for double. A quarter of competitors agreed, but large groups also opted to bid game when most of the panel harbored higher ambitions. Double, what else? Yeah, showing hearts. Liz and Joey obviously play with partners much smarter than me. Partner will do something intelligent. And the ubiquitous double. I mean, I think it's just showing hearts. A few are quite happy if this ends the auction. Perhaps South raised with only 3-card support. Partner has ace, king, jack, fourth. I like taking 4-figure penalties, so why give partner a chance? Double, good if partner passes, good if partner bids. I kind of agree on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zia thinks this might be a good place to rest. Hoping to find a heart fit or even diamond fit. I do have some defensive assets if partner chooses to leave the double in. Partner bids clubs, I'll show my diamonds. Some rule out 3-no because of slam potential. Let's see, what did I say? Could see 3-no playing better than a 4-4 heart fit if partner has this hand. It's too committal for me and such offensive powerhouse. Also like keeping 3 spades doubled in the picture. Given our opponent's insane agreement at these colors, yes, they were vulnerable and 2 spades promised a 5-card suit.
Yeah, that was probably a mistype by me.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I mean,
Diamond grand is possible, and we have a chance to get there after double 4 clubs, 4 diamonds.
yeah, I mean, that's...
Uh-oh. Shift got a 71 on this month's results. Hopefully I beat him. I better.
That's a good score.
Yeah, a number of panelists point out that this may not be the end of the decision-making. Take out if partner bids 3-0. I'll be sitting here deciding whether to pass.
Less than 5% of competitors got 70s this month, and only 40% of the panel.
Okay. Well, we'll see. I'm en route currently with 4 good results in. Double, can't see how it can be wrong. If partner bids 3-0, we'll have a decision to make. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, it's very possible that 3-0 is the best spot.
Yeah.
When in doubt, make the cheapest reasonable call. I think this is good advice as well. Yeah. That if you have a lot of strains available, you want to keep the bidding lower so that you have more room to explore.
And Marty's other point there is something that regular partnerships should talk about, is whether 4 diamonds is a transfer or not.
Ah, yes. Because
partner has bid 2-no trump, so if you play Texas, 4 diamonds probably still should be a transfer. Even though Righty's bid 3 spades.
Yeah. Right. So, yeah, transfers here in this situation. Double difficult. The 4 levels are limit opposite. Is that a double? What is this hand?
He overcalled 2-no trump.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just a 2-no overcall, right?
He overcalled 2-no trump. That's what he did.
Oh, we did overcall 2-no. Okay. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I had the auction backwards in my head. There we go. Yeah. Okay.
It was 2 spades, 2-n, 3 spades.
Yeah. 2 spades, 2-no. Okay. I mean, this hand is still gross.
Yes, it is. Yeah, but you can't argue with a 2-no trump.
Yeah. We could have a laydown grand. South's bid, very few values, indicates the distribution is wild. So let's take a conservative approach and try and find a heart fit. A couple chose more committal routes to investigate slam. I wonder if Hans thinks that 4 diamonds is forcing.
Well, yeah, it certainly is. Partner's bid 2-no trump.
Oh, okay. Yes. Once again, yes. Partner has bid 2-no trump. I'm back on board.
Yeah. It's
Joey, you got a 67.
I don't have a problem with 4 diamonds because you'll probably be able to make 5 diamonds. So
sure, yeah, seems reasonable. I suppose you miss out on a penalty against 3 spades doubled.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But a couple of 3-no bidders. We don't get to see the hand. Are you waiting for next month or something?
I don't know. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't remember. I don't know.
I mean, normally you make a comment.
Yes,
saying,
I do. Yes, usually I put it in.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't. I just
okay.
forgot.
Well, to be determined whether or not our choice was a good one or a bad one there.
Yeah.
Hand number
Well,
five.
double. I'm sure double was fine. Uh, whatever partner had, I'm sure it's going to work out okay.
Right, right.
Depends on what you do on the next round, maybe, but double certainly will be fine.
Sure. Um, okay. Hand number five. I am way down the list here with a 4 heart bid. This one seemed pretty obvious to me. So let me try and recall what's going on. I guess we can read through the panel choices.
Well, you can see how widely split the panel are.
Yes, yes, they are. Um, 5 clubs gets a bunch of votes. 4 clubs gets a bunch of votes.
Well, I think 4 clubs and 5 clubs are effectively the same.
Yeah, you did award them the same marks.
Yeah.
3
Basically, this,
spades.
this hand is about partner has shown a 2-5-0-6, and we have to decide where to play opposite this hand.
Yeah, there's some 6 club bidders, and then there's 4 diamonds and 4 hearts down here, and there's a pass, which I don't really understand. There's also
Well,
5 no.
pass could be right. That's right. It's interesting that the panel we have a pass, and we have 6 clubs and 5 no trump.
Yes, it really is. Okay, tough hand to score. Panel will come up with 8 options, none of which garner more than a quarter of votes. What's more, their choices range from passing 3 hearts to bidding 5 no and 6 clubs. Almost half the panel commit to playing in clubs, with a quarter keeping both of partner suits in play with 3 spades or 4 diamonds. Compare that to the 2 largest groups of competitors, with a third raising to game in hearts and over a quarter bidding 3 no. Let's start with those who commit to hearts. So first, this is match points. I just want to remember
Yeah.
for my sake. Facing a weak 5-6 with bad hearts, pass seems reasonable at match points. So what does it mean, a weak 5-6? Anyway, caution is advised with a misfit and bad breaks likely. I don't think we have a misfit. I mean, we have a 5-2 heart fit.
Well, it's only a 5-2 fit, yeah.
Yeah, this could be silly, but the top score at pairs is also possible. I mean, that's why I think everyone's bidding 4 hearts.
Yeah. Well, you'll see. I don't.
Yeah, we'll see. I didn't double 3 diamonds. Opponents have organized a defense to 3 no, so I hope partner suits are good enough to cope. Partner's 5-6, but I don't have enough to look beyond game. Don't think it's a no trump hand with such a distributional dummy. Yeah, I don't know. This felt like a very straightforward hand to me, but let me see what everyone else says. Some tried to get out and get more information. 3 spades, I'm torn between 4 hearts and 5 clubs, or even slam, so I'll mark time with the bid that shows where I live. 3 spades, I'm bidding game. Not sure which. I might even be bidding slam. Partner could have something like this. If I bid 3 spades as a group bid, partner will queue 4 diamonds extras and will otherwise bid 4 clubs, 5 clubs, or 4 hearts, depending on how good their hearts are. I'm not sure 3 spades brings hearts in the picture.
Well, ask partners to tell them something about your hand. They know you've only got 4 spades because you made an English double.
Right.
So it must say tell me more, but I'm not quite sure. It's similar to 4. I think it's better than 4 diamonds because 4 diamonds. It's not clear to me what you expect partner to tell them. What do you expect? What do they expect partner to tell you over 4 diamonds? At least over 3 spades, they can bid 4 clubs.
Okay.
But I don't think it matters what hand partner has.
So the next group have similar intentions, but it's unclear to me what they expect partner to tell them. Does he bid the stronger suit? Does he bid 4 hearts with a minimum? Does 4 diamonds agree hearts because he could bid 4 clubs? When in doubt, Q-bid. Hey, I'm finally happy that the Q-bid doesn't get full marks on one of these problems.
Yeah, well, that's fine saying when in doubt, Cupid. What do you expect partner to tell you?
Nilsland says I'm worth a slam trying club, so I guess he thinks that that's what he's doing with 4 diamonds.
Okay. I mean, partner's already told you what his hand is. more or less.
So partner has 5-6 in the rounds. Unless north-south like to psych, east has a diamond void. With a weak hand, I would expect partner to jump to 4 hearts. So he should have good values. Interesting. So I think Aaron's position was that partner should have a weak hand with 5-6 in the majors.
Well, yeah, this is something the regular parks have discussed. Is how do you know when he's got a weak hand and when he's got a good hand?
Right. Yes.
Because he could have been 3 hearts rather than 2 hearts on the previous round as well, presumably. So, what combination shows a good hand? That's the first question.
Right. Yeah. I think that is the question because, like, this obviously is a good hand, and I don't think would have been in the picture if we're assuming partner has a weak hand.
Well,
So,
that's exactly right.
but okay. So, partner is this or 1507. We don't need much for 6 clubs, but we must consider why partner opened a club and not a heart. 1 heart is normal with a minimum in 5 hearts. Get out of here, Steve Robinson. No one wants to hear from you. And why partner bid only 2 hearts rather than jumping to 3, not too many extras. Anyway, we can postpone our final decision for a round. Convinced? I don't think you're convinced.
I'm not, no.
Those
Because
committing to
I don't
clubs.
understand what they're expecting partner to tell them.
Yeah, those committing to clubs considered how the play would go, unless both hearts and clubs are solid, in which case you'll be called for a grand slam. There's surely a danger that repeated diamond forces will defeat the game in the 5-2 heart fit. But it's match points. I don't care if we go down in game. I want to go plus 420.
But you can't go plus 420.
Why not?
Well, if you're going plus 420, you're called for 7 clubs.
How's that possible?
Well, because partner's got this great hand that Sophia gave us. Well, I give 2 example hands that partner might have. One with good hearts and one with good clubs. So it doesn't matter which one he's got. You can't make 4 hearts and 5 clubs cold.
I forget what the hand was that I had discussed when I was talking about it. But I mean, like, if partner has ace king 6 of clubs and ace 5 of hearts over there.
Yeah. So they need a diamond, and what are you going to do?
Well, we're rough, and we go ace king of clubs and a club.
Yeah.
And it depends who has the 3rd club, but
Well,
I mean, I guess we maybe play the king of hearts before doing all of this. But we're okay if hearts are 3-3. I guess your point is then you make 6 clubs.
Are you okay if hearts are 3-3?
Yeah, we would just lose a heart and a club probably. We would make 450.
Really.
But I guess you're right. We do make 6 clubs on that layout if hearts are 3-3.
And I'm not sure that partner had. Well, you'll see what partner has.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess I just looked at it and said it was match points. We played the major suit game. Maybe that's incorrect. I would have to construct a few more hands. So a bunch of club bidders here. David Bird, partner shown this. 4 hearts will be at the mercy of a forcing defense. 4 diamonds will scarcely help us. I trust there's no panelist who will suggest that 4 clubs is non-forcing. Yes. Zia, he'll need great clubs for slam, and I'm not sure that the spade king is working unless partner has something like this. 4 clubs forcing for a lot of pairs, so don't have a good fit, but 5 clubs should be okay, whereas 4 hearts may fail on diamond forces unless the clubs are solid. Playing in hearts could score well at match points, but with a force in diamonds, it could also lead to a 0. Clubs looks like the safer game. He's a team player, though. He just won a team event.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
5 clubs. I've never, ever done this, but I really, really want to abstain. What was double of 3 diamonds? Take out double of 5 trumps? Really? I suppose I bid 5 clubs, playing partner for 5-6. The West who held the hand clearly thought the double was for penalties.
Well, yeah.
It's close whether I have a slam try. Even with 5-6, he could open 1 heart with a very weak hand. Is three hearts forcing? If it is, I would bid four diamonds, then five clubs. If three hearts is non-forcing, then this hand is only worth five clubs. So five clubs it is. A few went for all the marbles. Nothing's clear, go for the jackpot. And then we have a pick a slam bidder. Partner must have a strong hand with six clubs and five hearts. Strong because if they had bid three hearts over two diamonds, would show 6-5, but not forcing. Okay, interesting discussion point.
Well, yeah, exactly.
So here we probably have a slam, but hearts or clubs depend on the quality of his suits. Does he have this hand or this hand? Yep, that is a fair point. Actually, this might have been one of the things that I had talked about. I mean, not this hand, but something with very strong hearts and very weak clubs, where we might be able to rough a club with the 10 of hearts, and then our hearts are good enough to pull trumps. I think I did say something like ace, queen, jack, fifth of hearts before, but let's take a look. Not so sure about all this. Isn't clubs likely to be better opposite most hands? If clubs break 4-1, six hearts is not likely to get. Six hearts is not likely to go down 2. Six clubs, though, might survive a 4-2 heart split, whereas six hearts is less likely to do so. I switched the conditions to match points to see how many would be tempted by four hearts or 3-0 on this deal that arose in the semifinals of the Summer's World Championships in Denmark. At the table, East held ace 5th, king, queen, jack, 10 6th. So the par contract is five clubs. Yeah, so this is a hand where in four hearts, all we need is 3 hearts.
No, it's not. You can't make it in any layout. They
Why
lead
not?
a diamond. They lead a diamond and they rough. So what do? You catch the ace king of hearts?
Oh, I see.
When you give up the
I
ace, you have to
see.
force you again.
I see. Yes. All right. I get it. I get it. See you, Craig. I will be here when you're back. So the par contract is five clubs. After the start, the Danes in Bermudable got to six clubs, four diamonds, six clubs, which made on the 3-3 heartbreak when the defenders failed to lead ace and another trump. More common was a raise to four hearts, which went down on repeated diamond leads. Curiously, no one tried 3-0, which, although it looks likely to lose a club and four diamonds, would probably have made on the actual layout, with the diamond suit being a little bit complicated to unblock.
Yeah. If they lead a top diamond, they block the suit.
Yeah, this auction provides plenty for regular partnerships to discuss. Is three hearts forcing? The panel seems split. Is four clubs forcing? What combination bids by opener, two hearts or three hearts, shows a weak 6-5 and which shows extras? I do think we got a little bit unlucky with partner having such good strength in clubs and such weakness in hearts.
If you give partner ace queen jack to five hearts and ace to six clubs, it's exactly the same. Now you have to lose the lead twice to set up the clubs.
But in that case, we do make on 3-3 hearts and four hearts.
Maybe. Yes, you won't make on 3-3 hearts.
Actually, we just make always, right? We have 3 tricks outside of trumps, and we can cross rough for 7 trump tricks, or they don't force us in diamonds.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
If hearts are very good, and
yeah. So, I think you're right, though. I think that five clubs is on average, even at match points, going to be the better place to play. Mm-hmm. But there are definitely ways four hearts could win.
Yes, yeah.
Anyway, your temptation got me on that one. Hand number 6, we bid for hearts, which was the top mark. Let me see if I remember this hand. A club, a heart, negative double. We have 15, 2 hearts, 3 hearts. Right, yeah.
When partner bids 3 hearts, even though we have 15 count, we show the 6 count with 4 spades.
Yes. We have just a monster. We need to let partner know that we have all of these extras.
Well, and we know what partner has.
So there were some votes for 3 no on the
Yes.
panel. I mean, there were a bunch of votes for other bids as well, but 3 no had some votes. I think the second choice should probably be 6 clubs.
Well, I gave 4 clubs and 6 clubs the same.
Sure. Yeah, I mean 4 clubs is forcing,
Yeah.
but
I mean, if four
yes.
clubs is 100% forcing, it seems like the right bid. I
Yeah.
mean, it's just that, a lot of people didn't choose 4 clubs just in case. But
This hand is a disaster for a huge number of competition entrants, with almost 2/3 choosing 3 no, and the second largest group bidding 4 spades or for
yeah,
0.
for a zero.
Only 16% chose one of the 5 highest scoring options. As we discussed last month, it's important to try and visualize partner's hand. On this deal, you've so far shown 6 and 4 spades. Opposite that, he's asking you to bid 3 no with a heart stopper. What sort of hand do you think he has? Even some panel members are unsure if partner had bid 3 hearts to agree spades. No, that is not how you play bridge. But with that hand type, he can bid 3 spades, 4 spades, or even 4 hearts. We know he has at most 1. Number of panel members suggest that we should expect partner's hand to look like, or suggest what we should expect partner's hand to look like, and come to very similar conclusions. Let's start with those who duplicate the competitor's popular choice. So partner just has a single suited hand in clubs. I mean, that's
Yes.
what partner
Yeah, that's what
has.
he should have. A good hand with clubs.
Yes. Okay, spades might be a better spot. Nope. We have missed on this one. If partner's void in hearts, I have a stopper. Oh well, as I can't double for penalties, I'll settle for bidding our most likely making game. 3 no, bit of an underbid, but it's not clear that we have a fit. We have a club fit, though.
Yes, I know.
David Bird, I have no wish to conjure a hand for partner that will make 6 clubs from me look clever. How about the one they hold?
Yeah, exactly. He's got that hand. What else
It's
could he have?
right. I think I was trying for a grand. I guess we'll find
Yes,
out.
yes, indeed. So were a lot of people. Yeah,
It's not clear what partner will make of this either.
that's why 4 Hut scored more than 6 clubs, because you might miss a grand.
Yeah, so Joey says, personally, I would like to find a fit before deciding on slam, since I'm not sure exactly what partner's cubid was based upon. Olivier's also on the wrong track. Key card for spades. I suspect partner will take 4 no's and natural and raise to 6 no, against which the opponents will cash 2 top hearts. Next group are hedging their bets. Larry says partner doesn't have to have 4 spades, but if he does, he'll choose spades. If partner has all of the spades and all of the missing aces and kings, he'll bid 7. 5 no, pick a slam. This might be an overbid, but if partner has long clubs, I want him to play in that suit. If has a strong hand with spade support, can always bid 6 spades. I don't think we'd be making more than that, and sometimes even a small slam might be in jeopardy. Well, seems incorrect. For me, partner has big club suit, not spade agreement, and is angling for 3 no. I expect something like this hand. No prizes for guessing which slam he'll bid, but 5 no caters to my having misread his 3 hearts. I think that's okay in an undiscussed partnership. Like, I don't mind that, but
No.
I would probably not play with said expert partner again if they had spades here.
No, indeed.
Mari says 4 clubs if 3 hearts shows a strong hand with clubs, as it should. The club queen is a huge card. If partner intends 3 hearts to show a strong spade raise, the club queen could still be very useful. A couple think they know where to play. Hans, 6 clubs. Partner rates to have long clubs and a good hand. Lower end of partner's hands looking something like this. Slam rates to have play. Could also be cold, opposite the higher end. But what about the ones where partner has a heart void?
Indeed.
6 clubs. In our methods, 3 hearts ask for stopper. Strong spade fit, we double first and bid 4 spades next, or maybe just bid 4 spades, or 4 hearts. It's a bit strange that we have the club queen, but our partner must have a bit more than 7 good clubs plus the diamond ace, maybe an 8th club or a top spade. Most of the rest are worried that 6 clubs may not be enough. 4 diamonds, likely going to slam, but is it small or grand? Let's get the diamond Q in first. Maybe partner can bid 4 hearts with a void, and then I can keycard. Couple are still not absolutely certain what's going on. Jill says, hand is too good to just bid 3 no, and partner has 1 heart at most. I'm not sure if partner's coming in clubs or spades, so I'll cue first and find out. And over 4 spades, I'll bid again. Yeah, I think that was obvious, but thank you for clarifying.
Yes.
To all of the readers. Partner's asking for a stopper, so he should be strong with long clubs. Too much for 3 no, natural 4 no, not tempting. This will find out if he's asking for a stopper or strongly inviting a spade contract. Yeah. With the second hand, would he not bid 4 hearts, showing a shortage and agreeing spades rather than 3 hearts? Will Paul get the message after partner's next bid? 4 hearts. Assuming my man has 4 spades, this must show stuff. Not if he Q-bids his doubleton spade king, which is not unlikely. The rest know where they're headed. Zia, 4 hearts, partner has great clubs and a decent hand. Heading for at least 6. Marty, once again, when in doubt, Q-bid. This time it pays off for him.
Yeah.
I'll bid at least 6 clubs, but less to investigate. Good hand, 7 clubs could be cold. Partner's bidding shows, this is me, partner's bidding shows a strong single suitor in clubs with both opponents bidding on very few values. Partner rates to have a heart void fairly often. Yeah, okay, this was the conclusion I came to. Very smart by me, maybe. I'll start here and drive to at least 6. Hopefully we can get enough information along the way to find the grand when he has something like this hand.
Yeah.
4 hearts, a cue to show slam interest. We might miss a cold grand if we just jump to 6. Only Alan is even willing to contemplate stopping in game. 4 hearts. 8 clubs, and the ace of diamonds is 12 tricks, and partner really ought to have 8 clubs when I have the queen 10. He might also have a void heart, and the spade king and 7 clubs will be cold. If all partner can bid is 5 clubs, I'll reluctantly pass, but can't really see 5 clubs going off. Not the same shirt, Babs. No, this is my jacket. That was my polo shirt. Too much for 3 no. All right. In the match I watched, both West players heard the same auction. One bid 3 no and one bid 6 clubs. Both these players passed, so that was plus 460 against plus 920. Regular partnerships might want to check that 4 clubs is forcing here. It surely should be, and if your sure partner agrees, it looks like a sensible way forward. Without discussion, the largest group on the panel take no chances with their 4-heart Q-bid. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I think 4 hearts is going to be the right bid in case you missed it, because you might miss a grand.
Yeah, for sure. Like, you don't need to jump to 6 clubs directly. You can take some time to investigate.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Next hand, I bid 2 diamonds.
Yeah, this was the one where we had the interesting discussion with Aaron. Or you did.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see if we can recall some of that.
He did not like one no trump. I remember that.
Yes. I mean, I also don't like a no trump. My preference is to open the hand to no trump because I just think, like, as long as we're allowed to do that systemically, then we get to
ridiculous idea that you're not allowed to do what you want.
It's actually just so rare that partner transfers and drops us in hearts, and sometimes the 6-1 fit plays okay, but like that's been my experience, and I open. I
don't understand at all why it's not allowed.
Oh, in the ACBL, someone at a club game one time complained, and they had some power with the ACBL board, and so the ACBL disallowed it.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yes, I agree.
You're not allowed to. We're not allowing you to make the right bid on this board.
Yes, correct. So a club heart, and then we have this sort of problem. Can't really bid a no trump with 15. I mean, like, you can, but that's kind of the downside to that bid. You can't rebid 2 clubs because you only have 5, and you can't bid 2 diamonds because your hand's not good enough to reverse. So those are the options. And then there's the 1 spade bidders. But
I would bid a spade, I think.
Let's take a look. What do people say? With the panel virtually split 4 ways, everyone scores well on this one. Aaron Jones, the conductor of the It's Your Call panel feature in the ACBL magazine, joined Rob Brady when he went through this month's hands on his YouTube feed. Search for me on YouTube. Yeah, please do. The whole discussion was very entertaining, and particularly so when they reached this deal. 2 clubs, no good choice. Slight underbid. See no other option than repeating clubs. Hand is not good enough for a reverse with a singleton heart. A bit cowardly, but imagining partner with something like, a flat 6 count. Close choice between 2 clubs and 2 diamonds. 1 no is not in the equation now, but we could have opened 1 no in anticipation of the unpleasant situation we are in. Bizarrely, not in the ACBL, where 1 no is deemed illegal unless the singleton's a high honor. So you can do it in the spin gold or Solway knockout or Vanderbilt.
Oh yeah, in real events. Yeah.
But it's only in those big events. Like, I don't think you can do it in like the final Swiss, like the North American Swiss. It has to be in long matches.
Yeah.
Babs asks if I paid for this announcement to go into the printing. We will never tell.
The checks in the mail.
2 clubs, hate doing this, but I hate everything else. Not reversing. Is an area where a weak no trump system works better, as on this hand you could then rebid 1 no. It'll doubtless scandalize your panel, but John and I solve these kinds of hands by opening 1 no. Similar number preferred an alternative underbid. Aaron commented that he couldn't believe anyone on the panel would bid 1 no. He said he would be happy to sit down with anyone who did and explain slowly to them why it was wrong. Here we go. I will send him the article.
I sent it to him today, actually.
Yeah. But yeah, I do have Craig with me for this month's hand, so I'm going to discuss with him, but I'll probably get Aaron back in the future for some subsequent months. He's a lot of fun, I know. Yeah. Obviously an underbid, but tempted by the match point scoring. Zia would rebid 2 clubs at imps, but 1 no looks like the best option playing match points. The extra point may prove useful. You might go plus. I, of course, would not have had this problem being a 1 diamond opener. Shame. However, here I am, so considering the form of scoring...
That's how you end up in a 4-2 diamond bit. Like,
oh, yeah. No, you just open your longer suit. It's the same question when people come to me and they're like, I have 6 of a minor and 5 of a major. What do I open? You open your longer suit.
I know.
That's what you do.
I believe in that, absolutely.
Singleton heart, no reason to upgrade. Instead, I'll downgrade. It's match points, so I'm going to go low. In my world, this hand is not good enough for a reverse. I'm with you there, Jill, but the next faction disagrees. My minimum requirements are lower than others, Marty says. A bit light, but 2 clubs feels pathetic. Showing my shape, strength, and shape. No reason to fear the worst. Quite a nice hand, so I'll force a little. 2 diamonds or 2 clubs if playing Polish.
Yeah, because 2 diamonds would show the 18%.
Yeah. Classic for bidding contests. I mean, this really is. But yeah, I mentioned I believe in a different opening bid. It's bizarre that's illegal in some parts of the world. That's not what I wrote. You edited my comment.
I edited it, yes. I thought that summed up what you said.
Yeah, fair enough. 2 diamonds, yuck. At match points, it might be right to underbid with 1 no. Second choice, 1 spade. If playing in an event where 1 no opening is illegal, I confess that I would probably have chosen the following. 1 spade, as does Larry Cohen. 2 wimpy, wrong to repeat the clubs, and this hand is not strong enough for a reverse. Just as in number 2, I owe partner spade. Here, I won't mind playing a 4-3 fit. It likely will play well and could be a match point winner. That's actually a good point.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. So that has a lot going for it.
Yeah, I like 1 spade on this hand.
1 panelist is actually hoping partner raises spades. Hoping to play in the Moisian, roughing hearts in the short trump hand. If partner makes a forcing bid looking for heart support, I'll show diamonds. Don't think I'm worth the reverse. don't want to rebid a 5-card suit or show 12 to 14 or reverse, apparently, or maybe that didn't even cross his mind. If partner sport spades, so what? At the table I watched in a world open pairs, West rebid 2 clubs. Shame on them. Partner had 10 third, Jack 10 9 fifth, Queen Jack 10 9 fourth, stiff queen. 2 clubs went 1 down when Trump broke 5-2 and declare lost control. 3 diamonds makes 110, but there is an easy 120 available and no trump. The 1 spade bidders would also reach the highest scoring spot, as their partner will presumably continue with 1 no. So reversing probably gets you to 3 diamonds.
Probably,
Partner
yeah.
will 2 no or something, show a weak hand, and then we can get
Yeah,
out.
you might get to 2 no. Yeah. Yes, 2 clubs is the probably the worst bid.
Yeah, on this hand, I mean, partner has long diamonds and short clubs.
Yeah.
Is the disaster. Okay. And on to the last board.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we did it. I beat my chatter. This is very important. I got a 10 on the last board, and I think I scored a 72.
There you go.
If I have mathed correctly here. Way to go, me. I'm going to pat myself on the back for that.
I think anything in the 70s was good on this set.
Yeah, for sure.
You'll see when you get further down how many of the panelists didn't make the 70s.
Oh, yeah. So hand number 8. We have quite a lot of bids chosen by the panel, but the 2 main choices are double or 6 clubs. Right, I remember this one. This is the Polish 2 spades, 5-5. And I think we'll get to my comment, but I have an update after my comment when we get there.
Okay.
So 6 clubs was the popular choice of the panelists. There were some who doubled, some who went with 4-0, presumably planning to bid 6 clubs next anyway. I'm not really sure what the 4-0 bidders are doing.
No, because
But okay.
you don't want to play it in the other suit.
Right. Panel are split between doubling and bidding slam, with a few advancing via other routes. The vote was 16-9 in favor of bidding. For the competitors, about half opted to double. Let's hear from that faction on the panel first. Double, what else? Green versus red, what else? North-south are vulnerable. True. But South also knew the vulnerability. Yes, they did. And I have it on good authority that they might have a void somewhere. Possibly opposite partners 5-card minor. But we'll get there. Prefer something else but can't find it. Larry says, taking the money, and if partner pulls, I'll bid slam. I don't think partner's going to pull, not with all of our strength. Surely this is going off enough to compensate for our game, unless they can really cross-ref 10 tricks. I ain't bidding slam. I mean, how do we construct a hand that we aren't just cold for a slam here? Let's see. Sartage doubles. Showing values. Partner will rip if he has a stiff spade and a good hand, and that will be a real problem.
I didn't really understand the comment. So
Partner will probably lead a spade if they have a singleton.
Well, yeah. I'm not sure I understood the comment.
Okay. Robson, double. It's tempting to jump to 6 clubs, but we can get there next time if partner pulls. I just don't think partner's pulling. It would be undesirable to play 6 clubs if lefty is 5 spades and 5 clubs. Or would it? Because now we get to blue card 6 clubs.
Yeah.
And anyway, the rest are all prepared to risk that specific distribution. 4-0, I'm on my way to 6 clubs at least. South went out of his way to play in 4 spades doubled at unfavorable. He knows his hand better than either of us. 4-0, I plan to bid 5 spades. Possibility of a grand. 5 spades, going for our slam, knowing that the suits are breaking badly. As usual, the French have some interesting ideas the regular partnerships might discuss. This is by far the most difficult hand of the set. It's clear that north-south distributions are wild. Usually South has 5 spades and a shortness and partner's minor. In the extreme, it's possible that they can make 4 spades, our partner having no trump to lead, when we have a laydown 7 clubs. I completely agree with this. This is
Yeah,
possible. It would be
that is
a very
possible.
strange hand, but doable.
Yeah.
Which definitely draws me away from double. So,
Yes, I agree.
however, we will face bad breaks in at least 2 of the 3 suits other than spades. So, do we really want to take the optimistic approach? Regular partnerships have discussed how they would show distribution and strength in the situation, having 4 no, 5 spades, and 5 no available as special bids. For us, 5 spades means we will play a small or a grand, and we have only 1 long suit. Interesting. Unless partner has a strong 1 suitor, he bids 5 no, and we show our suit, 6 clubs here. The largest faction on the panel simply bid what they think they can make. So this is a cool talking point for sure.
Yes, absolutely. For
Yeah.
regular partnerships, that's interesting because
Yep.
there are 3 bids. It's true, you know.
So Marston says, I hope I'm not playing in North's second suit. My heart says grand, but my methods don't tell me how. I hope partner has not had his distributional Yarbrough, and also that North's minor is diamonds. I'm honestly hoping that North's minor is clubs when I make this bid, because I think we have a decent shot at 7 most of the time. Without any clever way to explore, I take my best guess to finish what seems to have been an unusually impossible set of hands. David highlights the danger of one of the alternative approaches. 6 clubs, I'm not worth 6 now. In 6 clubs, spade roughs will provide an extra trick or 2. I don't like 4 now. Firstly, it might be interpreted as either 2 places to play or natural. That's true. Partner might then bid 5 diamonds with 1-4-5-3 shape. When I then bid 6 clubs, he may interpret that as offering a choice between clubs and hearts. Yeah. Definitely dangerous to bid 4 now if you haven't
Yeah, I
discussed
think so.
that.
Yeah, yeah. Unless you know what the trump means.
So 6 clubs. I would like to bid 5 spades, but I run the risk of hearing 6 diamonds. So I give up on the grand and settle for the slam. It's my 5-card suit, and although the grand might look good on the surface, it may still go down with, unsurprisingly, everything breaking badly. I said I'm ready to score up my first ever 1380 if clubs are 5-0. Well, guess what? I had scored up my first ever 1580 in 6 clubs rewound 2 weeks ago. So,
Oh, right.
so unfortunately, I don't get this opportunity ever again. But yeah, 6 clubs is usually 920 or 940. I went into a little bit of just general thinking on it. Here, 6 clubs, highly likely that partner can cover the outside losers, limit the trump losses to 1. North probably has diamonds, unless partner has made a takeout double with 6-5 in the reds. Be very unlucky if partner has 0-4-6-3 shape and North has 5 clubs. Not the best, but even then, we may still make. Don't think it's right to look beyond a small slam, as South's vulnerable jump to the 4 level suggests the distribution may be crazy. This is my best guess as to suit and level in the very crowded auction. It's why the villains like to preempt. Only Jill is sufficiently concerned about bad breaks to settle for game. The opponents know they're vulnerable, and I will assume they're not entirely crazy. Suit's not splitting well, so gonna go low. Partner held Jack 9 5th, King 4th, Ace King 4th void. So I would say kind of a bare minimum for their bidding. No heart rough, 6 clubs was a make. Clubs were 4-0. So 6 hearts from the long side could be beaten with the first round rough. North was 5-5 in spades and diamonds. The losing option was to double, as 4 spades doubled was 790. Perhaps partner will remove a double with that east hand, but his void may persuade him that your trump stack is more impressive than it is. I think absolutely partner looking at this is going to sit the double.
Yeah, of course. I'm sure he is. Yeah.
Yep. This was clearly another difficult set. I don't recall a previous set on which 74 out of 80 made the podium, or only 40% of the panel scoring in the 70s. Congrats to Miguel Villas-Boas, who leads the panel with 78. Podium is completed by Alan Mould and Wenfei Wang. Thanks to all the panelists, and see you again next month. So, hey, we were pretty close up there. We were up in
Yeah,
fifth.
yeah.
Almost made the podium this month.
Tied with Zia.
Ah, and we did it. And because my name is first alphabetically, wait, is it? Yes,
Yeah, I
because
used
my
to have,
name is first alphabetically, I have defeated Drunk Zia, the final
yeah,
boss.
I had this argument with David Byrne for years when we were on both on the Bridge Magazine panel because every time we tied, he appeared above me because he was alphabetically. So I did suggest to Brian Senior, I think, who was running at the time, that alternate months he should do them in reversal alphabetical order. But he ignored me.